moving on to the most, I really wasn't even going to talk about this game. I didn't originally have it on the docket.
Up until about halfway through the fourth quarter, then it became
up until when Jalen Hurts, headline news. And this is the most blatant tanking I've ever seen.
Yeah, once in a lifetime tank job.
They said thank you to each other at the end of the game. I mean, all mic'd up and everything. I mean, it was very obvious.
It's brutal. So for all that don't know, Washington football team clinched their first playoff appearance since I don't know when. First time since being called the Washington
Probably
football
since
team.
RG3.
Probably. But, I mean, who knows? That division is so bad. It could have been a couple years ago. But they beat the Eagles, and the Eagles totally tanked midway through the game. They pulled Hurts in the game.
My man Hurts, man. I don't like that.
They threw a bad pick. I feel like it was partially on purpose. And it was
filled with the freaking arm punt? Jesus Christ.
It was just like, what are we doing? Now, from a ownership perspective, I get it. You move from a 10th pick to a fifth pick, like that top 5 pick versus a top 10 pick. That's like, I get it. This game means nothing.
But you
for
could see the guys on the sideline looking around saying, what the hell are we doing right now?
Right.
Jalen Hurts was clearly on the sideline saying, this ain't right.
Right. And my thing is, if you wanted to do that, I would have just sat Jalen Hurts from the beginning. If you wanted to lose that game.
It's a one-score game and you just yank the kid halfway through the quarter?
You got to do that pregame. Like if they came out and said, we want to save Jalen Hurts. We want to protect him. This game means nothing for us.
Right.
We want to make sure we have our future quarterback.
I was worried he did get injured. I was checking Twitter to make sure he didn't get hurt.
Right.
I was the same way. I was sitting there watching. I'm like, is he hurt? You know, I was freaking out because I like Jalen Hurts a lot. I'm so high on Jalen Hurts right now.
Dude, this is the Jalen Hurts podcast.
This is the Jalen Hurts supporting podcast.
I am so high on that kid.
We've been on him since the beginning. Before he got drafted, he was supposed to be the face of the New England Patriots.
I pulled Big Red onto the train. I said, hey, man, listen, this guy's a Patriot. And then
I said to Danny Football,
and
I said to Danny Football, what's the next quarterback for the Patriots? Convince me. And he said Jalen Hurts. And I watched the tape, and I got to be honest, I was convinced. The rest was history.
Taking a little early.
He did taking a little early.
I wanted Hurts and Thad Moss on the Patriots so bad.
No, he's too much right now.
That's all I wanted.
Thaddeus Moss didn't really turn out to what we thought he was going to be, but Jalen Hurts is exactly. I thought he's a gamer, man. I'm shocked he's playing this year because I thought Carson Wentz was going to be the starter throughout. But good for him. I'm happy. He has earned it. But what do we think? Do you think is it? I see. In my opinion, if you're going to tank it, you got to say it from the beginning. You can't pull Jalen Hurts in the third.
I thought it was the most egregious thing I've ever seen.
It was the most ridiculous thing. I get it, but at the same time, it's like
I felt bad for. Did you see Darius Slayton was going off on Twitter?
Yeah,
I felt so bad for him.
But at the same time,
right. I mean,
you got to win games.
You need to win your own games, but at the same time, you're sitting at home. You're like, all right, maybe we have a chance, and all of a sudden, Doug Peterson's like, big middle finger to you.
But I mean. They have no right to talk. The Giants were 6-10. If you think you should earn a playoff spot with double-digit losses, you're out of your mind.
Well, that whole division was a race to see who could do it.
And get out of town. Like if you want to complain about the 10 losses you had this year. Don't complain about the Eagles throwing a game. Like that's on you.
I think I still think the Eagles should be kind of looked at by the league.
100%. I'm just saying.
You guys can't just be blatantly tossing games like this.
I'm just saying that the Darius Slayton going off on Twitter being all upset at the Eagles, like, dude, you had a chance 10 times. Right, you win one game, and then that's it. Yeah. And, I mean, didn't they start off, 0-7?
Yes.
They lost their first 5 games. They started off 0-5. Like, come on. You lost –
rough.
Yeah, you lost to the Cowboys. You lost to the Bears. You lost to Washington, which if you beat Washington, you're in the playoffs. They split with Washington. But if they win the first game, which they lost by 1, then you're in the playoffs. Like, they lost a lot of close games. Like, you need to pull out a couple of those to complain, to be able to complain, in my opinion. But I agree, it's pretty brutal. Like I said, they should have just not played Hurts. If they're gonna pull him, don't play Hurts at all. say we're saving him, I think everyone and their grandmother would have understood like they want to protect their future quarterback for the rest of the for next year. And then you let Sudfeld stink out there for the whole game. What's the point of playing 3 quarters hard and then being like, oh crap, we're gonna win this game? We need to,
Yeah, we need to pull back. Yeah, no,
yeah. That part is what I don't get. Either do it and do it from the beginning of the game and rest guys, or don't change in the course of the game. That's pretty messed up.